Good morning. I'm Mrs. Fulton.
And I'm Mrs. Lavelle.
Welcome to the E2 News.
This is the news for the week of Monday, March 16th to Friday, March 20th.
Wednesday is the start of spring vacation. There will be no school Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday of this week.
And no school at all next week.
Woo! Woohoo!
Here is this week's lunch menu.
Monday, pizza, choice barbecue sandwich.
Tuesday, Mexican straw hats with a choice of chicken patty sandwich.
Today is the chicken limo ride for the students who sold 15 or more items for our Otis Spunkmeyer fundraiser.
These students are
Jasmine Morgan and Porter Simonson, and second graders Charity Cox and Jerry Poole.
Third graders Meredith Maidlow, Terry Simonson, Jaden Adams, Jason Starkey, and Merrick Adams.
Fourth grader Ethan Poole and fifth grader Tris Turner and Gracie Hogarth and Brooklyn Webb.
Congratulations to these students, as well as all of the students who participated in the Otis Spunkmeyer fundraiser this year.
Speaking of the chicken limo, Dr. Scott and Mrs. Worley have a special announcement.
Hey, Mrs. Worley! Guess what we have going on today?
Dr. Scott, I have no idea what's going on today.
It's Chicken Limo Day!
Woohoo! Chicken limo! Where are they going in their chicken limo?
To McDonald's to get chicken McNuggets!
Oh, great, I love it. Hey, how about this? Have you heard the joke about why did the chicken cross the playground?
To get to the slide! I love it! Way to go, you guys! Hey, you guys, I'm here with Mrs. Womack. As you can see, we wanted to talk. Thank you. Thanks for replying to that. We wanted to talk a little bit about Tuesday. Is, as you can see, what are we going to do Tuesday, Mrs. Womack?
Backwards day.
Backwards day. Oh, I'm glad that you already demonstrated that for everyone of what you could look like. Now, there's a reason why we're doing this, because we thought this would be a great way to help a couple of our students who are hurting right now. Do you want to talk about that, Annie?
Yeah, a couple of our 5th grade students are currently going through some pretty scary times and pretty horrific disease. They're both fighting cancer. And we thought it would be great to do something positive and make them feel like that we really care about them and love them.
You're exactly right. So Tuesday, would love for you to look a little bit different than Mrs. Womack, but you can wear all your clothes backwards. And for $1, we're going to see how much money we can raise for these two students in our 5th grade class, Jillian and Ben. So come with that day. That's going to be a very fun day. I know that you're going to see Mrs. Womack looking like this, or maybe a little bit different, but...
Or like this.
So come and support our kids. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mrs. Womack.
You're welcome.
And now it's time for the word of the week.
This week's word of the week is radiant. Radiant means bright or shining. Could describe a light or a feeling.
Mrs. Lavelle, you look radiant in your frozen crown.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Fulton.
Oh, you're welcome.
And now it's time for the
Shout Out of the Week!
Dr. Scott would like to give a shout out to Mr. Lambert's class for spelling out perfect attendance and earning a class popcorn party.
Way to go! Mrs. Shaw would like to give a shout out to the 3rd grader, Eli Tomlinson, for passing his 12s in the multiplication. Way to go, Eli!
And now it is time for Mrs. Womack to do the fish cash drawing for books.
Good morning, Eastside Explorers. Once again, it's time for our fish cash drawing for books. Remember, if your name gets called, come on down to the office, get a certificate that you can use for a free book on Wednesday. Our first grader from this week, Mrs. Skelding's class, Skylar Cooper. From Mrs. Skelding's class again, Sage Duggar. From Mrs. Smith's class this time, Christian Ortiz, come on down. And our last first grader for this week is Mrs. Shack's class, and it's Aiden Sylvia. Come on down. Second grade from Miss Bennett's class, Mackenzie Fleet. From Mrs. Miller's class, Jayla Smith. Mrs. Bennett's class again, Zyler Schrock. And our last second grader for this week is from Mrs. Hines' class, and it is Noah Colvin. Come on down and get her certificate. Third grade from Mrs. Stanley's class, Jalen Reed. From Mrs. Stanley's class again, Elijah Rios. From Mrs. Sanders' class, Cameron Dawson. And our last third grader for this week from Mrs. Stanley's class, Lorenzo Moreno. Come on down and get her certificate. Fourth grade from Mrs. Payton's class, Elijah Jones. From Mrs. Reisinger's class, Bryston Kegley, I believe is your last name. From Mrs. Payton's class, Tristan Swisher. Come on down and get a certificate. And our last fourth grader for this week is from Mrs. Reisinger's class, and it's Graham Kelly. Come on down. From Mr. Lambert's class, Christian Nunn. From Miss Plummer's class, Amy Miller. From Miss Plummer's class again, Kaylee Vaughn. And our last fifth grader for this week is from Mrs. Fulton's class, and it's Hannah Bowen. Come on down and get a certificate. And once again, Eastside Explorers, thank you for being proud, positive, and productive.
Have a wonderful spring break.